And I discovered something while looking in the mirror. So I'm going to talk about that because it's finally come up 3 months on testosterone. So I may as well do an update on all of that as well. So, first of all, I will do my speech thingy to test how deep my voice is now. Hey, I'm Marshall, and this is my first day on T. Alrighty. Hi, this is Marshall, and this is my voice 3 months on testosterone. On the other hand, the exciting news is, looking in the mirror, I have tiny baby hairs on my mustache, or at least on my upper lip, where I should grow a mustache. There's tiny little baby peach fuzzy little baby hairs, and they are beautiful. I have wanted beard for so long, and I finally have tiny hairs for a mustache. So this is exciting. I haven't noticed any other changes other than the fact my neck has gotten thicker, and I'll kind of show you. As you can see, it's a lot thicker, and it definitely looks like an Adam's apple is going to come through, because every time I swallow, there is something big there, like really big. I'll see if I can do a close-up. So, I don't know if you can see, because there is a shadow where my face is. Okay, so it's thicker, there's a ball there. I don't know if that helped in any way or other, but there's that, I guess. I don't know if my shoulders have gotten any thicker or anything like that. Probably take a photo of those. But I think I'm slowly getting a jawline. I think. I have apparently grown 2 centimeters tall. I went for my endocrinologist appointment and I grew 2 centimeters. So that was kind of interesting. Very curious. Very curious indeed. Seeing as I'm 24 years old, so this is interesting. So I'll find out for sure on the 31st. I go for my test, and they test to see if anything has changed, and they'll test my height. They don't want me to say that I've gotten taller. They want the nurses and the doctors there to find out, because then it brings up an interesting question if testosterone does actually make you taller. Because for some people it does, and for some people it doesn't. So I am very curious, because they say scientifically it's impossible, because your plates are supposed to be at a certain place, so once you get there, you can't grow any further because that's the set place that it wants you to grow. But my family is kind of weird, and men stop growing when they're 26, so for me to get taller, it doesn't really surprise me, honestly. But for scientists, it does, so I guess that makes me an interesting outlier for science. But this is kind of cool, so I'll be very curious to see what else happens. And I'll meet you all there for the results. That was kind of the quickest update ever that I could do. I'm excited for my mustache. Beard, please grow through, because oh my god. The other thing is my eyebrows are trying to get thicker, but instead they're just creating a monobrow, and I'm having to pluck the middle of my eyes a lot. Thank you, eyebrows. You are wonderful. Not too bad in terms of pimples, like obviously I'm getting a few, trying to get rid of them. The only bad thing that's happened is getting a monobrow, the one eyebrow connected. But I can just kind of pluck the middle of my nose every now and then when I see them. Just annoying, I guess. Apart from that, nothing else has really changed. I may have gotten 1 or 2 more hairs on my chest than I had previously. I had like 3, now I have like 5 or 6. So it's kind of cool. Some people said my voice has gotten deeper. We're gonna find out if that is true or not. Other than that, have a good day, and I'm excited to see what happens when I go for that test thing on Halloween. Alright, bye! Okay, so once again, my internet is so bad that uploading videos on my phone is just near impossible. I've tried breaking them up into 2-minute segments, and they're still not uploading. They're taking so long that they're failing, basically, because my internet is that bad. The only way I can upload is through my computer, and it's hands-free. So I do apologize that I've had to use my phone once again to do an update. I might just have to record 2 separate updates, and once I have better internet, hopefully do some comparisons later on. Otherwise, it will have to be super short comparison videos. I went, because now it's past the date, so I went for that test on the 31st, and the only test that I really got was blood test, kind of see my width around my chest and my hips and everything, see if any of that changed. And that was kind of it. They're just like checking my levels to make sure everything is healthy. My liver and kidneys functioning perfectly. In fact, they said they were functioning too perfectly that they were showing up in the negative range, which is a good thing that they're working. But it was interesting. They're like working 110%, they said, so that's good, because I try to keep healthy and I try to look out and look after myself. I do have a few issues in terms of weight and kind of food issues, and you don't have to be a certain size to have food issues. I think you can be like any weight range and have varying different types of it. I'm trying to actively keep eating when I'm actually hungry, because I noticed if I eat when I'm actually hungry, it's a lot better for me. It's a lot healthier, rather than having set times to eat just when my body is saying, hey, I'm hungry, feed me. Then I'll go and eat, or I'll have like snacks in between that if I'm like, well, I'm hungry, but I'm not really that hungry, have like a snack in between. So I noticed that's helped me out a lot more in terms of that, and I don't have, I guess, unnecessary weight from overeating because of like set time schedules for food, essentially. I'm just eating when I'm hungry and then being like, okay, well, I'm full now. So we'll keep seeing how that goes. Other than that, when I went, I didn't get my height checked again, because they said they'll wait until the next 6 months when I go back for that kind of study that I'm doing to see if there is any significant growth, and I'm just like, 2 centimeters is kind of significant growth, but I get what you mean. If I've like suddenly become 6'3" for no reason. I'm 5'8", by the way, for anyone who is wondering. So I'm guessing it's like, I'm not gonna grow 6 foot overnight, and I'm not even sure if I'll get that tall, to be honest. I just know the first time when I measured at 174 centimeters, and then when I went back, I measured at 176. So they've now had to change that in my portfolio as well, and said there is a 2 centimeter height growth, but they're just waiting to see if there's significant height growth. And I'm like, okay, well, what is classified as significant growth? We'll see. The only thing I can really update after all of this has happened is I've definitely got a lot more chest hair now. It's been like 3 months and a week coming up, and I have more hair on my chest than what I did last week. I also noticed that my kind of snail trail, that thing that you have on your stomach, the hair there, is either a lot darker or thicker or something, but it's showing up a lot darker, and especially when I look in the mirror, it's showing up quite more, so it's more pronounced, I guess, would be the term to use. So that's interesting. And then I noticed that I'm getting darker hairs on the tops of my leg. Originally on the top of my leg were just blonde hairs, and at the bottom were red hairs because I am red, so everything grows in red. You're welcome. So the bottom of parts of my legs, from like underneath my knee, I would say, was red hair, and I've just let them grow because I can't be bothered shaving anymore, to be honest. I can't do it anymore. It's annoying. It takes up too much time, and it takes up too many razors. Like, I can be using those for my face. So I noticed that some of them are starting to become a bit more darker on the top of my legs and like around my knees and stuff. So that's interesting. This has gotten thicker once again, and now when I swallow, now when I swallow, there is more of like a definition here. Like, it's not so much visible. I'm probably the only one who can see it because I'm actually looking at it close up, but there's kind of a definition of an imprint of an Adam's apple there. It's not big, it's not poking through or anything, but I think it's getting ready to just be like, hey guys, I'm here. So we'll see what happens next month, if my voice has gotten deeper and if anything has grown through or anything. I may have to do my updates on my computer. The camera isn't as great, so I'm sorry for the really bad quality. You just kind of have to bear with me. I'm having a lot of technical issues, and I mean a lot. And my internet is like progressively getting worse, and I've tried a bunch of different things to make it better, but I think it's just because I live in Australia. No offense, Australia, but your internet is shit. No offense, but it's not great. And I know a lot of people have been complaining about it recently, getting really bad. So it's not just me, it's all over Australia has complained about really crappy internet. So I can try my little heart out to make it better, but I think it's just where I live, the country that I live in. Yay! Other than that, I don't think there's anything else I can really update you on. You're just gonna have to wait until next month, really. And I'm sorry for the really bad, like, shoulder pictures. I can't flex. I really don't know how to flex. So when I'm putting my arms up, I'm just kind of showing these noodle arms and these, like, little baby flexes, because I could never do that before. I could never like show that much before I started testosterone. So for that to be showing is honestly an improvement from what I had before. So clearly the definition is all up here that shows the most. My arms don't really show anything, my legs don't show anything. I don't believe fat's redistributed to my sides or anything. Um, my face hasn't changed since this has gone in. I don't think I'm getting much of a jawline. Or maybe I am. Maybe it's like slowly coming through, and kind of squaring off. But I feel like a lot more of the changes are gonna start happening later on and take a bit longer to do because everything's kind of slowed down and is just kind of slowly pushing its way through. So we'll definitely have to make monthly updates. Um, and if there's still no progress, even after like the monthly updates, I'll keep doing the monthly updates, but they'll just be very short. It'll just be like, I have nothing more to add to this. Hooray. I'll probably just like backtrack on stuff. I don't know. Other than that, hopefully you enjoyed. I'm really sorry for the technical issues. I will do my best to fix them. I don't really know how, but I'll hopefully get there. Alright, if you liked it, you can waddle over the like button if you really like, and slap the subscribe to become a hatchling if you really want to, and I'll see you all in a wingspan. Bye.